What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Game Day with Trey. This your host Trey. Of course, that's my co-host and homeboy Face.
What up, world?
Man, and we want to go on and do a quick hot take, no wait, real quick. We ain't done this in a while, and we also it's a topic that's really something I've been wanting to talk about, man. It's the WNBA and the future of it regarding Caitlin Clark. All right, now Caitlin Clark, we all know who the young lady is from Iowa. All right, guard, 6 foot, average 31.7 points per game this year. She, oh man, she which increased every year. Her freshman year, she averaged, where is it at? Her freshman year, she averaged 31.6. Then she went to 27.8, 27.0, and then 26.6 points per game. She averaged 31.6 in the postseason, I believe, this year. Or yeah, no, she averaged 31.6 this year. So I read that back. I read that to y'all in reverse. So my question to you, Face, okay, because right now, what's been going on in the WNBA is the ticket prices have basically tripled. All right, since the Indiana Fever have basically we all know they got the first pick, and we all know that that's who she's going to pick, or they're going to pick, and ticket prices have skyrocketed. The reason this is important to me right now is because of the fact, first off, I only watch women's basketball. I've watched the women's finals, okay, because of this girl and because of the coach from South Carolina. Okay, and the fact that this was a revenge game between the two. Okay, I don't even watch women's basketball like that, but it got me to the TV. All right, and what I saw from the young lady is basically that everything I've been seeing in highlights is true. Okay, she got handles, she can dish the rock, she plays decent enough defense. Okay, to me, she was just on a team by herself, but the most important thing right now is a statement that Diana Taurasi came out and said. All right, and I guess the whole world's making a big deal out of it a little bit. So Diana Taurasi, we all know who she is. Uh, she said that she wants to kill rookies when they enter in the league, and that Caitlin Clark has a rude awakening for when she arrives to the WNBA. She won't be playing against 18-year-old girls. She'll be playing against grown women who have been playing pro basketball for multiple years. And so it's going to be a rough start for her. She's not going to be as successful as everyone thinks. Face, I know you got a comment on this. What do you feel about that? First off, what do you feel about Caitlin Clark? And then second off, what do you feel about what she has stated about Caitlin Clark?
Well, to be honest, like I know she's an exceptional talent, and I don't take nothing from her. But I feel like it's just time for the women to get paid, regardless. Because I see it like this. I done seen some come through that I feel like better than her, but I feel like it's her timing and the greatness that she comes with. It's time to put a spotlight on the women and the women basketball as far as the talent level. They always try to say, oh, the man of this and that. But at the same time, they've sustained their the WNBA
Relevance.
long enough to now. I feel like it's time for them to get paid, man.
Man,
But
wait, go ahead. Go ahead.
but I feel like I got Candace Parker. I got different women that I ain't. It's just different
Like,
women. I
you
feel like
follow the WNBA. You
I've
actually
been
watch the
following WNBA
WNBA,
for a
man.
long
You've been
time.
trying to get me to come
Cheryl
on here
Swoop,
and talk about WNBA basketball for a long time. And this season we probably will, you know. But so your knowledge about this is a lot greater than mine. I know women players. I do have been watching women highlights forever. You know what I mean? Maya Moore, Cheryl Swoops, Reggie Miller's sister back in the day. You know, all of that. All
Cheryl
right.
Miller.
Cheryl Miller. The reason I feel like this young lady is going to make a significant change for the respectability of the WNBA is because the reason the game hasn't been successful is because people haven't had their eyes on it. The WNBA hasn't had a star while they were in college eclipse male college basketball players. Okay, so as an example, this year in the tournament, most people know who Zach Edey is. Some people knew who Klingon was. All right, the center for UConn. Nobody really knew anybody on Duke. Some people knew some people on North Carolina. Nobody knew anybody on NC State, so on and so forth, man. All right. The college basketball game, as far as being able to cultivate stars and culture and let the people, get to know the stars, has gone away because of the fact of one and done, and which I'm not blaming it on one and done. I'm really blaming it on the players. Players don't want to, and the NBA, because the NBA, instead of not drafting these sorry players who can't touch the court for 4 years and 5 years and aren't ready, all right, they don't make them go back to college or go back to wherever the heck they came from. All right, and like that, that's what they do in the NFL. That's what they do in every sport. They do it in baseball, okay, but they do not do it in the NBA. So that's one of the problems. And so I think that her Q score or recognizability is what's going to actually drive the WNBA. Not to say that she's going to be the best player coming in from day one, because she's not. All right, she's just not. Could she be the best in a couple years? Maybe. Will she be good this year? I think she's going to be better than good. I think she'll be great as far as a rookie in the WNBA. All right. The average player in the WNBA is scoring. The highest is 24.7 with Jewel Lloyd. And then Brenna Stewart, she averaged 23 points per game. Asia Wilson, she averaged She averaged 22.8. So that's the top three. And then as far as assistants are concerned, Courtney Vandersloot's averaging 8.1. She's the tops. And then 7.9 with Alyssa Thompson and Chelsea Gray with Las Vegas Aces. So these are numbers that I believe are achievable. I don't think she can hit the 24. She might be around 20 or 18 points per game, which would put her right out of the top five in the WNBA. That's great. And I think as far as assists is concerned, she could get to the assists. She can get to that 8, 9, maybe 10 assists a game, because she's got that Curry game. And all of these things are adding up to the ticket prices rising astronomically. All right. But I mean, like, literally, these ticket prices are soaring in the WNBA, and that is going to lead to more revenue, which is going to lead to more money for all the girls and all the women, not girls, women, I'm sorry, in the WNBA. And that's what I'm happy about. That's why we're talking about this.
It's about time.
Mm-hmm.
At first, they didn't know if it was going to last, and they sustained long enough to know that this is something people want to see. You know what I mean? And the better the talent coming out of the college ranks is better for the WNBA. And like I said, her talent may not eclipse all the other talent that came before her, but her timing and like you say, her recognition, people recognizing. So the WNBA has a face to attach to the WNBA that people can recognize and maybe grow the sport through her. So that's why I said, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She might not be the most talented player that ever came through the WNBA. Not in my eye. I haven't seen.
You don't like that step back? You don't like that step back? You don't like that step ball, tray ball, squeezy?
But it's time. If she brings excitement to the game, hey, pay the girls, man.
Hey, look, that's why I'm pulling for Caitlin Clark, because if she's not successful, then those ticket prices are going to go back down to where they were. You're not going to have the ratings, and these girls aren't going to get to the money. So really, I hate to be like this and put it like this, but the weight of the WNBA and the future of the WNBA is on Caitlin Clark's shoulders right now. Okay, and maybe the other girl, Juju from LSU, if she is able to continue building her game, looking like Kyrie Irving out there, and keep her charisma, because even Angel Reese, which I liked her, but she really didn't put up this year. All right, she really didn't put up like that this year. Okay, and when I look at or think of other WNBA women that I knew prior to them getting in the WNBA, and then when they got to the WNBA, they basically disappeared to me. Like, all right, I know who Diana Taurasi is, okay, but I think she played for Phoenix for a while. I know who Sue Bird is. I know she played out in Seattle. She's a baller. Okay, but the point is, I know these names. I know who Maya Moore is. Of course, I know she played for you for the Connecticut team for a while. But the point is that once these girls get to the WNBA does not properly promote. Okay, so as long as the WNBA is able to pick up this torch that she has already basically laid out for them, it's like a golden path to finally becoming a viable league. All right, a respected league that's really paying these girls. These girls, the maximum contract these girls get is $250,000 a year. That's the max contract right now in the WNBA. Okay, that is sad. That is pathetic. That doesn't even make sense. How is it the girls can make more overseas than they can make here? And that's why it's so important for her to be successful, man. I know there's a lot of people out there that are against this young lady, all right, for different reasons. Everyone has their own, okay? Everyone has just like everyone
It's the
had their
powers that
own.
be.
Yeah,
It's the powers that be. They just feel like women ain't supposed to make as much, and that's something that you got to look at in the totality. But right now, we just focus on the WNBA. But at the
hmm
same time, that just shows you, like, this is what goes on,
yeah.
and
It's
it's
sad.
it's
It's sad.
it's sad.
Remember,
But yeah,
like a year
hopefully,
ago, 2 years ago,
she'll
the
take off.
girls, the girls soccer team. Remember, they had to go on strike. It said the U.S. girls soccer team had to literally go on strike. It said they weren't going to go unless they started getting paid the same as the guys. And remember, the girls soccer team actually wins. We got the best girls soccer team in the world. So I want y'all to just marinate on that for a second here, man. I know we're not on here to talk about inequality between women and men, this, that, and the third. But if the revenue was being generated, okay, if the revenue is being generated
Hey,
like it will be, then
if the
these women need to get paid,
if the
man.
politics come up in the mix, we gotta address it. You know what I mean? We're
Mm-hmm.
not here to be politically
No,
on a sports broadcast, but at
no.
the same time, sometimes politics plays a part, and they
Mm-hmm.
need actually understand that and see that it's on us to speak on it because, like you say, it's some women out there, you know what I mean, that's very, very talented that should be getting money because they drawing the revenue to the WNBA. And I feel like that
Mm-hmm.
revenue should be broken up accordingly. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
give them girls the money. We're gonna support it. I've been supporting the WNBA since they've been around the first few championships.
Yep.
If it wasn't Los Angeles,
Yeah. If it wasn't the
it was
Sparks, you
Houston.
wasn't messing with it. It
You
was
know what I
Houston,
mean?
huh?
It
Yeah.
was
Okay.
Houston, and you know what I mean? Yeah, Cynthia Cooper and them, Cheryl
Mm-hmm.
Swoop,
Cyril
all of them.
Swoops, all that.
Now
Yeah.
it been some girls come through the NBA that was very talented, man. So
Mm-hmm.
it's time for them girls to get their money. So we're gonna support the WNBA. We hope that everybody out there gonna support the WNBA and get this thing going.
Yeah, man. Because at the end of the day, we gotta support the talent. All right, first and foremost, and secondly, if anybody who knows history, all right, and this is the last thing we're gonna say before we get off of here, but anybody who knows history knows that sports has led the way to any type of change, okay, that has happened in this country. All right, when you're talking about uh, between different cultures or races and change that has happened between the sexes. Billie Jean King changed it for women. All right, by doing what she did in tennis. All right, which led to a women's revolution in a lot of other sports, and led to uh, FloJo and all the rest of the great women athletes that have come after her. All right, but because of what Billie Jean King did, it against Earl McEnroe, all right, and that men's versus women head up tennis match, it started to buy women the sweat equity of the respect that women can compete when on level with men and deserve the respect and deserve the respect of the masses. You know what I mean? Or if you look in football,
Hey, it's the
integration, you look
same.
in
I was
baseball,
just gonna say
basketball,
that.
it don't
It's
matter
the
what
same.
sport it is.
It's the same thing in men's sport in a lot of instances that we don't pay attention to. Like it took a long time for, let's just say, black quarterbacks to get the recognition and the money to go at that position.
hmm
They'll play you. They'll
Yeah.
play you as a black, but they wasn't paying you the top dollar like they were paying the counterparts or say a white quarterback.
And
Because
before
they
that, they
know he's
wouldn't
a
even.
pocket passer. He's gonna last longer. But
Hmm.
it's all the same. They all playing the same
Man,
position.
you can go all
They
the way
putting
back to
out the
Warren
same type
Moon.
of numbers. So it came to a point in time where you got to pay these people. And
Yeah.
guess what? It's time for you to pay the ladies. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? It's time for you to pay the ladies. I'm all for that. You know what I mean? They earn, they keep. So let them have their issue. But when you
Exactly.
playing to the point where I'm gonna say this. Even with the chick that's going right now, you
Hmm.
just you can't get in the league and start want to have babies
No.
early.
No.
You gotta
No.
make these sacrifices. And
Hmm.
I see a lot of women careers get put in a balance because of that. And
Yeah.
it's sad because when you finally earning some money and you got the person that you love, you want to have a family and but sometimes you have to sacrifice these things for the greater cause. So
Hmm.
that's a choice, and I think
That only she can
that's just a
make.
hard decision the women have to make. You know what
Yep.
I mean? Am I
Hmm.
going to start my family or this and that? So, but the career is the path to that. So sometimes you got to hold off a little bit. Tell ladies, be off it right now. Don't use a
Yeah.
condom. I'm just saying.
Practice abstinence or some kind of contraceptive, man. Do something because
So
if
guess what?
you
I ain't gonna lie. As soon as Kendall Parker
got pregnant,
that boy,
yep,
but
it was
see
all
that
over there.
see that. Excuse me. I hate Kendall Parker. All due respect to you, man. But your husband, far basketball wise, was a kind of like a bomb,
He's a
and
bum.
he
Yeah,
rubbed
he's a
off on
bum.
you. He mixed his DNA. He mixed
Hmm.
that DNA, and that kind of took away from your greatness.
Exactly.
Because if you were playing love and hip hop with him, oh baby, you weren't really getting no better.
Hey, that's big facts, man. Shout out to the old school, man. Beautiful
Yeah.
movie. If you don't know nothing about it, definitely go check it out, you guys. All right, so this is it, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. We definitely finna try to get more episodes with me and
Yeah,
Face
we're gonna
talking
crank
some
out this
stuff, man.
content. We're gonna
Yeah.
constantly crank it out, man. Y'all just gotta support it. Support,
Hey.
subscribe, click, like.
Hmm. Hey, look.
Those three simple things.
And right now, you guys, we actually have more subscribers than videos I have out. I have 255 video, 45 videos out, and we have 255 subscribers. We're halfway to our 500, you guys, and it ain't even been a year. All right, so shout out to y'all. I appreciate everybody who subscribe, who likes, and look out for more content, man. We gonna holler at y'all. Be easy. Peace.
Peace.